Hi all! I'll show you how to connect a string combiner box using SUNCLIX connectors from Phoenix Contact and explain the advantages it offers. For this, I've brought along the following string combiner box. This one is designed to protect one MPP tracker with up to 3 parallel strings. Let's first take a look at what the device looks like from the outside before we dive into its internal assembly. The assignment of the PV strings can be read from the labeling on the housing cover. In string combiner boxes, the inputs and outputs of the same polarity always use different panel feed-throughs. This serves the purpose to ensure the correct polarity and the reduction of any errors. You can see this quite well here. For example, here are the positive input strings, here are the negative input strings, and here is the positive output string and the negative output string. There is always a transition from input to output on the connector face. So let's take a look at the internal assembly. To do that, I'll open the cover. The wall feed thoras are pre-wired to our push-in terminal blocks, and the type 1 and 2 arrestor is already connected to the terminals via what's called a stub wiring. We always provide the installer with at least 2 connection points for connecting the PE conductor or the lightning protection equipotential bonding. Connecting the PV strings to the string combiner box is effortless using the SUNCLIX connectors included in the delivery. Let me quickly show you how incredibly easy and straightforward it is to connect the PV conductors. First of all, I need to strip 15 mm off the conductor. Once the conductor is stripped, I carefully insert it into the SUNCLIX connector all the way in. The Litz wire ends have to be visible in the spring. Once everything properly fits in its place, I only have to close the spring. Therefore, I need to make sure the spring is snapped in, which can be verified by a click sound. Finally, we can visually check again to make sure everything is correct. And then the insert just needs to be pushed into the sleeve and the screw connection tightened with 2 Newton meters. And just like that, the connection is assembled without any special crimping tool. In addition to the standard connectors, we also offer larger connectors as an option. The connection is made in the same way. The stripping length is slightly longer at 18 millimeters. These are ideal when, as with this string combiner box, more than one string is connected in parallel and long cable runs are expected. The main benefit is PV conductors with up to 16 square millimeters can be connected, significantly reducing line losses. Our wall feed-throughs on the string combiner boxes are 100% compatible and approved with both types of connectors. This allows you to adapt to the local conditions in any PV installation. Once the connectors have been assembled, they just need to be joined properly with the wall feed-throughs. Attention should be paid to the audible click sound when the connectors lock into place. I will now demonstrate this with one connection. I'll go ahead and plug this connector in accordingly. For safety purposes, the connections should always be disconnected without any load. To release the connectors, no special tools are required. A standard flathead screwdriver will do the job perfectly. To demonstrate this, the flathead screwdriver must be placed on either side of the openings. Let's have a closer look. The screwdriver needs to be inserted either here on the one side or alternatively on the other side, and then the plug can be easily removed. That's it. Now you know how to connect a string combiner box using SUNCLIX connectors from Phoenix Contact and what advantages it offers. If you're looking for an overview of all SUNCLIX variants, use the link below in the video description.